Well, entering this week, Tres Tinkle needs just 20 points to surpass Gary Payton on Oregon State's all-time scoring list. We've all seen Trace's success from the start, but there have been plenty of behind-the-scenes ups and downs as well. And now that he's persevered, he's rewriting the record books in his final college season. Here's the final part of our series on the Tinkle family. Tres Tinkle's success on the basketball court has been evident since his high school days at Hellgate. And as he continues to rewrite his name in Oregon State's record books and his college career comes to a close, it hasn't come without its hardships, mainly a pair of injuries early on that made life difficult, even with those successes.
Going into my sophomore year, a month, having a solid start to the season and breaking my wrist, only a month or two after being healthy, it was really frustrating. And I remember being in the car with my mom and telling her I want to quit. Just what's the point of, me putting everything I have into this game and, I can get hurt and, not even playing. And, she's always just told me that's not me, that's not what our family's about.
But he grew from that moment, and the success has followed. But being the youngest member of a very prominent basketball family, there has also been plenty of pressures. He was under the microscope from a young age, and how he's handled it has impressed his family.
Well, the one thing is he hasn't let the pressure get to him. He's still been very true to himself. There's times when I know that it's probably felt like the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's very headstrong, and that makes me proud because that's not a trait that I had. Wish I had. But to see how he's kind of juggled, being under the microscope or in the spotlight here on campus, being the head coach's kid, having the success he's had, and not let it take away from who he really is really, warms our heart.
I feel like I'm the person that thrives off pressure. I love it because I love a challenge. I want to do what people say I can't do, and then just to prove them wrong, and kind of make them eat their words. That's always how I've been with sports or school, a puzzle. It's like I want to finish it. The biggest thing for me, I think, is just like Montana tough. Is something that's in the back of my head. So I just try to take what I've done and hopefully be a platform for others to follow their dreams as well.
And as his time in Corvallis winds down, it's bittersweet not just for Trace, but for everyone in his circle.
I'm really proud of him. Trace has never been one to shy away from hard work, and I think that's what I admire about him most. Even as a young kid, if he had a goal, he would do anything he could to achieve it. And his expectations are high, and he demands a lot of himself, and so he's one. He just never shies away from hard work, and so I feel like he's deserved everything that he's gotten.
I'm just glad that he, learned everything from me.
Right.
No, it's been so awesome. Again, we're all very supportive and a pretty tight-knit group, and I think the coolest thing for both of us, but for me, is seeing him achieve all these accolades and accomplishments, but knowing what's gone into it behind the scenes. I mean, he's just worked his tail off. He is the hardest worker I know.
We were just talking to somebody not too long ago, like what's the feeling going to be like when it's his last home game and the buzzer goes off, and it's like, I think all of us get choked up, no,
now.
how are we figuring out how to get him a 6 year? It's going to be totally bittersweet because obviously we hope and we're pretty confident that he'll have a successful career maybe after this, but just getting to be present at almost every single game for the last 5 years has been so special.